Hey guys, how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here with the test week of my videos with Angie here. So basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be watching a movie, and then we're going to basically talk about if one of us hasn't seen it. They're going to talk about what we're anticipating, and then we're going to watch the movie. We're not going to show it on here, obviously, because copyright issues. Then we're going to review it afterwards and get first impressions. So our first one is going to be the first Transformers movie from 2007. As you guys probably noticed about a month ago, I've been getting back into that stuff. So we're going to be watching the movies for the rest of the year, basically, for this series. Probably leaking into February of next year. But yeah, so I've seen these movies, obviously. The only one that I know for sure that she's seen is Bumblebee because we saw it in theaters together. But yeah, other than that, we're going to go ahead. So how we're doing this too is we're watching the trailers before we record even this part. So what do you expect to see, Angie, since you haven't seen it?
This is my first time ever seeing any of the Transformer movies, besides Bumblebee, which I won't spoil until we get there. But we just finished watching the trailer, and are we allowed to say the characters that are in it?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's been out for 13 years.
Well, sorry, I just didn't know what the restrictions were.
Spoiler for a 13-year-old movie.
Well, okay. But yeah, seeing Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, and I can kind of predict as to, Shia LaBeouf finds a car, and this car becomes his, because he either gets himself in a situation where he is looking for a car, but then this car turns out to be that crazy car, and then they get into a bunch of shenanigans together. So I'm looking forward to seeing what stuff is going to happen.
Well, I'll just say this isn't really a spoiler, but you'll finally understand why I scream at the top of my lungs Bumblebee every time I see a yellow Camaro.
Yeah,
I've been scaring her this whole week just doing that.
Yeah, and then every time I see like a bubble or a beetle.
But that's more of a common thing I'm talking about.
But every time I see that, I always play, punch buggy thing.
Yeah, so I started screaming Bumblebee every time I saw a yellow Camaro.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in about 2 hours and 35 minutes to talk about the end of this, or 10 seconds for you guys. I don't know, maybe I put the trailer in the middle of this. Alright, so we just finished Transformers 1, and Angie, what do you think of it? I'll say what I think of it after you.
I loved it, not just because of the actors, just how the whole thing was written. How, it's really related to, kids, adults, whatever. I feel like everybody...
It's a 2-hour... It's a 2-hour toy commercial.
It's a toy commercial, but it's like, if you're into like cars and all that stuff, it's so cool because, just how it leads to so many a relationship between Megan Fox and Shia LaBeouf. They weren't really, they didn't really notice each other at first, and then kind of got together and worked together as a team, and at the end they end up working out. So despite of that, but the storyline was really good. Just
wait till we get to the second one.
Yeah.
Or with no story in the second one.
Yes.
So I've seen this movie probably 1,000 times since 2008. I didn't get to see it in theaters, but I mean, when I was growing up in the Shavskid's mud flap days and everything, I would always watch like the next movie that came out. So this one I probably haven't watched as much as Revenge of the Fallen or Dark of the Moon. And it is better than those two. I still think Dark of the Moon's my favorite just because of all the certain fight scenes in it, and that it takes place in Chicago. And I know that's a lot of people's least favorite, excluding the second one. But still, I like this one a lot. Actually, we were at Dis Replay today, and they had the game for this one there, and I was like, I really, 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 really want to get this, because I remember having so much fun on the game. This movie did really kind of start it all for me, YouTube-wise, and everything way back in the day, so I do hold a lot with this movie. But, like, now that I've grown and I've expanded everything, I do realize that it's basically a 2.5 hour toy commercial. So there, while she liked the plot and everything, I know that there's not a lot of plot, and it's a MacGuffin, which is the plot. But you have to also realize that the original show was just a half an hour toy commercial every week, which then they're staying to the source material. Um, what I thought was kind of funny was we're recording this a month ahead. I'm trying to start recording things a month ahead, so you guys probably saw this 4 weeks ago. But this is what I picked up today. So I thought it was funny. I was like, I picked up the one character that died. That's always been my favorite. If you guys are here from the Chaz Kids Mud Flap days, you know that Jazz is my favorite. But yeah, so I like it. I still place it probably about second place next to Dark of the Moon, which you haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Maybe third if we're including Bumblebee in this. I think Bumblebee is my favorite out of them. That's probably the most well written, well acted, all that. So yeah, next month you'll see us watching Revenge of the Fallen. I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. I still do have a special place in that heart for the night movie. Or this movie. I do love I'm gonna just hint, even though I'm gonna say this next month. I love the opening scene, and all the parts with the one guy that gets called in from the president to pay attention to the Autobots and everything. But yeah, so I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
And we're going to be hopefully continuing this. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow Instagram and stuff in the description down below. And have a great day. See you guys on Thursday with a vlog.